So we go from, the introduction of the Trade Federation, obviously accents and new ships, and then we get to see the Jedi finally. And Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, they pull their hoods back, and here we go. What are some of your impressions of that opening moment of seeing Obi-Wan and this Master Qui-Gon?
Yeah, in previous episodes of Prequels and a Pint, I've talked about how from the crawl to the opening dialogue of the film, I was out of it, and then we get to see the Jedi. And that's one of the things that it just draws fans in, right? The mysticism, the Force, the Jedi's, laser swords, all those things. So I think for me, then, okay, now I'm getting involved. I got emotional buy-in now.
Now this is 3 minutes in, so it's 3 minutes. The scene we're talking about is 3 minutes to 3:40 if you're keeping track at home. And for me, I distinctly remember when I saw Obi-Wan, I was like, okay, all right, I'm getting it. I'm getting my sea legs. I'm able to follow along. And you know what? As awesome as it was to see Obi-Wan, I was immediately drawn to the character of Qui-Gon. And he has this line where, Obi-Wan's sort of complaining, and Qui-Gon says, be mindful of the living Force.
Right.
And that was a new concept. I mean, at least said in that way. I mean, Yoda makes reference to the Force, surrounding us. Obi-Wan even says it in A New Hope, He talks about the Force and what it does, but here's Qui-Gon saying the living Force. And again, we're looking at the prequels, we're looking at the Phantom Menace, and we're kind of marching through it scene by scene, but we also want to pull back a little bit and look at the whole deal. And, I wasn't bothered by their performances, and I know some people are. I found their conversation interesting. I wasn't freaking out, you know. But it's that line, be mindful of the living Force. And I remember when I heard it in the theater, I was like, well, that's different. But I didn't catch on. And once you see the whole series, you can begin to realize the living Force is really what brings about what we will say is the Force goes the Force spirit later.
Right.
And you never know if Lucas plans what he plans, right? But man, if he planned that and put that seed there with Qui-Gon and that opening,
brilliant.
It's pretty incredible. Any other just thoughts when you saw this scene and seeing the conversation back and forth? Anything jumps out to you?
Well, I think for me the thing that hit me pretty much instantly, if I recall, and that is there's this similar rhythm, right? Because Yoda is telling Luke to keep his mind on the here and now.
Being here,
always down the road he's thinking about. And so I think that that's interesting. And whether you buy into the whole Star Wars ring theory or not, I think that, from a thematic, literary standpoint, it's there.
Oh, it's totally.
So I appreciate that we have that planted so soon in the film. I mean, you said 3 minutes in, and I mean, let me tell you, Jeremy, I've done some of my best work in 3 minutes.
Here.
Can't wait for that clip to go viral.